you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having an awesome week. I wanted to do a video about giving back for the holiday seasons. There's a couple things that I wanted to touch on that I just wanted to share with you guys that I thought you may be interested in. So without further ado, we're gonna just jump right in to the video. Okay, you guys, so let's just get started. For the purpose of this video, will be donating to animal pet rescue organizations, specifically ferret rescues. I am going to also be donating to an animal sanctuary that actually deals with all types of animals, from ferrets to piglets to birds to cats, just the whole nine. But I'm gonna actually focus a lot of this video on ferret rescues. I know that ferrets are near and dear to probably many of your hearts, hence this is a ferret channel. Although I know we have lots of viewers that also watch that have other small pets or just have pets in general. Animals in these shelters and in many shelters are cared for by people who are not really getting paid necessarily. The organization is not getting paid. They are nonprofits or 501c. They rely solely on donations from people like you and I. They are not funded by the government, the federal government, or their state and local governments. So donations are the way that they survive. Particularly these ferret rescues off of the Giving Tree, a lot of them, if not all of them, rely solely on that type of donation in order to survive. And the ferrets that are in these rescues are brought into these rescues a couple of different ways. Either they were dumped and abandoned, or they were abused, or they were older and needed a lot of medical care, and their owners unfortunately could not afford that care, and so they surrendered those pets to a rescue to take care of them. And while that may seem like a terrible thing to do to an animal, I almost want to look at it in the most positive light that I can, and that is, if you have an animal that is in need and you cannot care for that animal, and your options are to do nothing or to provide that pet a situation where they can be cared for, wouldn't the better option be to get the pet the care it needs? So I'm not going to go into the judginess of people who surrender their pets because they can't afford the medical care. I'm just grateful that they did something to get their pet the medical care. But all that aside, whole nother video, whole nother issue. For me, it's important that I donate to organizations that are legitimate. It's also important that my donation make a difference in that it affects or does what it's supposed to do, and that it's not going to a cause that it shouldn't be. So I did a lot of research back a couple of years ago, and I came across the Ferret Giving Tree, which has actually been around since 1998. This is not new. The Ferret Giving Tree has been around for a really long time. And basically, it was brought about, or it came about, by a person who wanted to be able to provide ferrets and shelters with Christmas gifts, or provide shelters with things and items that they needed to be able to care for these ferrets. You got to remember that a lot of these ferrets need they have adrenal disease, they need implants, they have insulin, they need insulin, they need all kinds of vet care. They're just, a lot of them aren't well. A lot of these ferrets are surrendered, and because of the abuse that they endured, they are not able to be adopted out, so they will spend the rest of their lives in these shelters, and these shelters need to feed them, they need to provide litter, vet care, bedding, the whole, like everything that you provide for your ferret, except on a bigger scale, because it's like a lot more ferrets in one area, one house, and one rescue. So the Ferret Giving Tree is a really awesome way to be able to donate and give back. Basically what it is the shelters contact the organization, the Giving Tree, and they provide them, well, they are, first of all, they're vetted. You cannot, I couldn't sign up to be on the Ferret Giving Tree. I would have to have a lot of documentation and proof that I was a rescue and I am not a rescue and all that other jazz. So you're not just willy-nilly jumping on the Ferret Giving Tree to get free things. That isn't how this works. You have to be vetted. But the ferrets and the rescues that are on this tree, what they do is they provide the information to the organization about a specific ferret, about the ferret's needs. It tells you a little bit of backstory, and then you and I, we go onto the tree, we select a ferret. You can either be a secret Santa, you could donate anonymously, or you can donate and not do it anonymously. It doesn't really matter. You'll be sent a list or via email of what is needed or what is wanted. So they kind of do two lists. This is what we need. This is what this particular ferret wants or loves or would like to have. Some of them really love tunnels. Some of them really love hammocks. Some of them want a cozy beds. They all need food. They all need litter. They all need vet care. So you kind of have a lot of options as to how you can give back and what you choose to do. A lot of the rescues will provide a direct link to put money onto their vet account. So you are giving money directly to the vet that is then put onto an account for that rescue. They have Amazon wish list, so you can jump onto Amazon. You can select whatever it is that you choose to purchase and have it sent directly from to the rescue. You can also purchase just other things and send it, and that's where it gets kind of cool. And that is what I do. I do a little bit of both, so I tend to mix up my donations. I normally do one kind of present thing for the ferret, like a toy or something that they wanted, and then I also do something more logical, something that's more needed that they can use, like litter, food, vet bill money, whatever it is. I try to split the donations so that I am getting the ferret a gift, but I'm also helping the rescue be able to care for the ferrets at the same time. Not everyone can do that, and I am so grateful that I'm in a position that I'm able to do that, and I have not always been in a position where I was able to give back to that degree. So for me, I am really grateful that I am where I am today. This has not always been my life. I worked really hard to get here, and sometimes I gotta pinch myself just to make sure it's real. But it is, and here I am. So with that all being said, it's really important to me that I give back. I can't explain how important that is to me. But if you are unable to give financially, a lot of these places, they need bedding. Some of them could use volunteers to clean the cages. They could use volunteers to, there's so many ways that you can give back. So if you are looking to give back this year, we're going to jump on and look at the Ferret Giving Tree website. I have already picked a ferret. I picked one. I normally pick at least two. So I'm going to pick another one when we do this video. I've actually already picked a ferret and sent the gift, one of the gifts. I haven't sent the second half of the gift yet, which is the gift that will be more for the shelter. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, whether it's going to be food or litter. I got to look over the list and see what they need. But we're going to jump onto the Ferret Giving Tree, and I'm going to show you how you can pick your ferret, and then I'm going to show you how you can take your donation and take one donation and help 2 ferret rescues at the same time. So let's take a look at the website. Okay, so you're going to go to Google and just type in Ferret Giving Tree. Then you'll see the Ferret Giving Tree 2021. Just tap on that. Once you are here, you will see all of this information, which basically goes over how to pick a ferret. It tells their story, and then it tells you what they need, just like we said, and there's a form that you fill out. So I will show you the first ferret that I picked and the reason. So how it works, basically, let's just say that we picked tree 4. Anybody who's got this Santa right here, they're taken. If you see a ferret with a Santa and a snowman, that's taken. But let's say Myra, she's not taken. So it just says, Little Miss Myra came from us from a disabled veteran who could not keep her where he was living, and he had no other options for her. She is shy but spunky little lady. Our preferred treats are end bones and fur tone. We can always use hammocks, hideouts, blankets, and toys too. So, and then she is at Critter Camp Exotic Pet Sanctuary. And then you can click their website, and then you can donate to the vet. Right here is where you can donate directly to the vet. They're in Illinois. And then you can go back, and you can also, let's say that you know of a ferret sanctuary in your area. For me, I picked one. I picked a ferret from Priscilla's Ferret Hospice. I picked Georgie. And it just says that Georgie came to them on July 4th of 2021 with his sister. They were starved. Unfortunately, his sister did not make it. He did make it, obviously. He's a chunky chunk. He likes to play. He loves tunnels, but he's too chunky to fit in regular tunnels. And so he wanted a tunnel for Christmas. And what I did was I did get him a tunnel, and I will show you guys where I did get the tunnel from and how buying that tunnel actually helped 2 rescues at the same time. So what I did, and I know about this because I bought tunnels from these people, but let's say that we go to Etsy.com and we type in ferret tunnel. and my internet is ungodly slow. Okay, so we're going to go to Motor City Ferrets. Motor City Ferrets is also a ferret rescue, and all of the proceeds that are received from this Etsy shop go directly into their rescue. And if you go down here to the bottom, it explains that they are a ferret rescue and that their donations, all donations, are the primary source of their rescuing efforts. They actually also, Motor City Ferret has a YouTube channel where they show the rescue and they show all the ferrets playing. And by the way, they have the best tunnels in the world, I think, personally. So I went ahead and I got a tunnel for my buddy here, Georgie, off the Giving Tree. I picked the tunnel and I had it sent directly to him. So my money that I purchased this tunnel with actually supported Motor City Ferret Rescue and also supported Georgie over here at the Priscilla's Ferret Hospice. There are several rescues on Etsy that sell all kinds of things for small pets and even just for larger pets too. So if you wanted to adopt a ferret off the Giving Tree and you wanted to buy them something like a toy, you could do that. If they needed bedding, you could do that too. So that's how you can support more than one ferret at a time. And also, if you go back to the main page, there's a link down here and it says to shop for gifts for the Giving Tree and also support other shelters. You can click the directory and it will give you to this page, and then you can kind of search and it'll give you a link to all of the different shops and rescues that have shops, so that when you are purchasing something for the Ferret Giving Tree ferret, you are also supporting another ferret rescue at the same time. So you can also do that. I am going to pick another ferret now, and I think I'm going to keep them in Pennsylvania is where I live, and so I'm going to try to keep them in the Pennsylvania area. Okay, so I actually know of the rescue that I want to pick a ferret from. So I'm going to just, nope, I already picked that from there. I'm going to go from Silver Angels Sanctuary, and I need to pick a ferret from here. She actually has a lot of ferrets picked. I love Gremlin, just such a cute name. Hi, I'm Gremlin. Hi, y'all, I'm Gremlin. Ragnar and Celeste are my siblings. We were dropped off on the porch of a special needs cat rescue in a carry that was duct taped shut in 90-degree weather. I'm a big fluffy ball of fun, and I love attacking Mama's feet while she tries to move around the room and taking care of us. The ball pit is 100% my favorite place to be. I love it so much. I figured out how to unzip the bottom and let all the ping pong balls out. Santa, I would appreciate anything. And then if you notice, she gives a list of all of the different things that she could use. It also says that they would like some new, a new fountain for their drinking fountain for their babies, and that they would like some ping pong balls. It also gives a list of all the food that they use, and it also gives a list for their PayPal for donations. And then you can also, here if you look, it says that you can donate directly to Dr. Steed at their that's their vet, and so you can give money directly to them. And so there's lots of different ways that you can donate. Okay, so I think I like this one too. Let's see, Gleason, I like that. So let's say you want to adopt the ferret. You just fill out your form, then you would put your name and your address and your phone number, and then you pick the ferret that you'd like. So once you register, you will get an email that says, you'll get an email from them that said you have selected Georgie or whoever you selected. It wants you to confirm. So then you click this and you confirm. Once you've confirmed, you will get a thank you email that just says thank you. It tells you everything that they need and where you can send all of your items. So I will be putting links in the description to the Ferret Giving Tree. I will put links in the description to the Ferret Shelter Organization website, where you can look up all the different ferret rescues and sanctuaries in the United States. And actually they also cover, I believe, like Australia and Canada and lots of other places too. So there is a directory. I will also recommend that you maybe check into your local shelter or your local ASPCA or any of those places. All of those places are always in need. And if you can't give financially, that is okay. You can, if you sew, you can make something. You can also donate by your time, really. You can go in and help. You can also contact any shelter organization beforehand and ask them what they need, which is what I recommend that you do. Not all shelters need bedding. Not all shelters need hammocks. While I make and sell hammocks and I have a ton of extra fleece, a lot of times when I donate, those are not the items that I'm donating, and not because I don't have the extra fleece to do it. It's just that not all animal shelters need that. Some, particularly ferret rescues, they have people that sew, and so they make their own stuff like that. They don't need me to do that. But there are lots of places that do, especially cat and dog rescues, especially the ASPCA, ones that are more funded by like the government, like your local animal shelter, your local animal control. Those are the places that need the more, like, that really need bedding and stuff as well, and that's just because they don't have that kind of stuff. So, but you can always contact, I highly recommend you contact any shelter or rescue if you're unsure of what they need, if you're unsure where to send it, and they will be able to tell you exactly what they need and exactly what the best thing that you could do to help them out would be. So that is this video. It is just a quick overview of giving back and how you can take your donation and really just make it be as impactful as possible. So I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. I will definitely be back with more videos before Christmas. I'm gonna do a video in the next couple of weeks on actually the next week or so, I'm hoping, on things that you can make for rescues that I know that they need. So I will be doing a quick video on some DIYs for that, and that will mainly be with a sewing machine. So I'll try to do some that are no-sew, but honestly, just for durability, sewing them is probably the best option. And then I'm also going to do a video on some of my favorite products that I've purchased for my ferrets as gifts. So stay tuned for those videos. They're coming up soon. I will see y'all next time.